What if we told you, in an era when change was measured in decades and women were considered insignificant, there was one remarkable woman who shattered the confines of her time and left an indelible mark on the pages of history? Ruth Muskrat Bronson was a fearless American Indian activist and advocate who blazed a trail ahead of her time. Imagine the sheer audacity it took for Ruth Muskrat Bronson to break the barriers of her time. Her story is a testament to unwavering determination and the relentless pursuit of justice as she navigated a world not always ready for her vision. But the question is, how did this American Indian activist become a catalyst for transformation that still compels us to push boundaries and redefine what's possible? What challenges did she face during her journey? Was she alone in her journey, or did she finally find the support in this unjust and you-kind world she was looking for? If you are eager to unravel the mystery behind these questions and know more about Ruth Muskrat, join us on a remarkable journey. Let's travel back and uncover the enduring relevance of this inspirational figure whose legacy continues to shape the world we live in. Birth and early life. Born on October 3, 1897, in Whitewater on the Delaware Nation Reservation in Indian Territory, Ruth Margaret Muskrat's roots trace back to a profound history. Her mother, Ida Lenora, who hailed from Missouri, brought Irish-English heritage to their family, while her father, James Ezekiel Muskrat, was of Cherokee descent. The very blood in her veins told a story of resilience, for her paternal ancestors had endured the harrowing Trail of Tears, a forced relocation from Georgia to Indian Territory in the 1830s. But one cannot possibly imagine the impact of witnessing history unfold at just 10 years old. Young Ruth bore witness to the upheaval that engulfed her people when the Curtis Act of 1898, an amendment to the Dawes Act, began dividing communal lands among the 5 civilized tribes. Early education. Bronson's racial background was far from unique. Yet her unwavering pursuit of higher education was indeed exceptional. At the tender age of 14, Ruth Muskrat began a new chapter in her life. She was enrolled in preparatory school at the Oklahoma Institute of Technology in Tonkawa. By 1916, she had her high school diploma in hand, but her thirst for learning knew no bounds. Not many Native Americans, and particularly Native American women, went to college. Mount Holyoke's first students of Cherokee lineage were Eleanor Boudinot, class of 1846, and Mary Boudinot, class of 1849. Smith College graduated its first Native American student, Angel Decorah, in 1896. Bronson set out on a path different from that of her peers. But did these challenges stop Ruth from gaining a college degree and continuing her education? Of course not. Ruth continued her educational pursuits, attending Henry Kendall College in Tulsa and Northeastern State Teachers College. Yet, fate tested her different ways. Her struggle for financial stability forced her to momentarily pause her studies. Undeterred, she took up the role of a teacher for 2 years, determined to accumulate the funds needed to continue her education. In 1919, Muskrat resumed her academic path at the University of Oklahoma, dedicating herself to 3 semesters of higher learning. Her thirst for knowledge and effort soon bore her fruits. The turning point in her journey came during the summer of 1921, when she answered the call of service, working for the YWCA. Sent to the Mescalero Apache Reservation in New Mexico, her remarkable efforts left an indelible mark. Her report on these transformative experiences earned her a scholarship to the prestigious University of Kansas, where she pursued her studies for 3 more semesters. She was one of the leading ladies of her times who pursued and completed university education and was set to achieve more. Early achievements. Ruth was an achiever from the beginning. In 1922, Ruth Muskrat embarked on a remarkable journey to Peking, China, representing the YWCA as part of an international youth conference delegation. This extraordinary experience made her one of the pioneering Native American women to serve as a student delegate on the global stage. Among the delegates, she was celebrated as the poet delegate, a testament to her eloquence and the profound impact of her words on those who had the privilege of hearing her speak. Her remarkable achievements and tireless advocacy efforts did not go unnoticed. In recognition of her exceptional talents and unwavering commitment to advancing the cause of Native Americans and racial equality, Muskrat earned a prestigious full scholarship to Mount Holyoke College. This scholarship was not just a testament to her academic prowess, but also a recognition of her potential to be a transformative force in the world. The following year, in 1923, Muskrat's commitment to her cause led her to deliver a compelling appeal directly to the President of the United States, Calvin Coolidge. Her message centered on the urgent need for improved educational facilities for Native Americans. Even as a college student, she possessed a profound vision and an eloquent voice that could not be ignored. She stood before President Calvin Coolidge at the White House and delivered a powerful message. We want to become citizens of the United States and to share in the building of this great nation that we love. But we also want to preserve the best that is in our own civilization. We want to make our own unique contribution to the civilizations of the world, to bring our own gifts to the altar of that great spiritual and artistic unity which such a nation as America must have. Bronson's words echoed a universal desire for belonging and recognition, a longing to be both a part of American culture and still serve as a bearer of her Cherokee heritage. Her eloquent plea encapsulated the essence of her life's work, the pursuit of unity that celebrates diversity and the contribution of every culture to the rich mosaic of America. This pivotal moment unfolded at a gathering of Native American leaders known as the Committee of 100, convened to advise President Coolidge on American Indian policy. Muskrat boldly advocated for greater involvement of Indigenous people in addressing their own challenges. Her impassioned speech touched them, prompting President Coolidge and his wife Grace to extend an invitation for lunch. This was a huge achievement for Ruth Muskrat, who proved that the power of words and faith could move mountains. Life at Mount Holyoke College. In 1923, Ruth Muskrat embarked on a new chapter in her academic journey, enrolling as a junior at Mount Holyoke College, a milestone made possible by her hard-earned full scholarship. It was a significant moment not only for Muskrat herself, but also for the countless individuals she would go on to inspire through her achievements. Life at Mount Holyoke wasn't all smooth sailing for Ruth Muskrat, as her friend Harriet Stoddard, a classmate from 1925, recalled. In a letter dated November 18, 1923, Harriet wrote to her parents about Ruth's initial struggles. Ruth had faced the daunting task of making up Latin credits for her entrance requirements, and chemistry seemed like an insurmountable challenge. She even thought about returning to Nebraska. So what was Ruth Muskrat's next move? Did she go back home, or did she stay to prove her mettle yet again? One might have guessed she stayed and paved herself. As time went on, Ruth began to find her place at Mount Holyoke. She made plans to go hiking with friends, and more importantly, she formed meaningful connections with her professors. Her letters from that time reveal a growing enthusiasm. She cherished the moments when, in the quiet of the evening, she could sit down with her teachers, enjoy a cup of tea, and engage in thoughtful conversations. Ruth's journey was far from easy, but it was transformative. In a letter published in the Mount Holyoke News on May 14, 1926, she wrote, "It might not have meant so much to some other girls who have had such opportunities all their life, but to me, it was the opening up of a whole new world of joy and beauty and womanliness. Her time at Mount Holyoke became a turning point, where her determination and the warmth of newfound friendships illuminated her path forward. During her college days, Muskrat's creative spirit flourished, and she emerged as a prolific poet. Influenced by the modernist movement, her poetry bore witness to the changing times and the evolving landscapes of society. While pursuing her education at Mount Holyoke College, Ruth Muskrat continued to weave magic through words, drawing profound inspiration from her father's captivating storytelling. Her poetic works, such as Songs of the Spavinaw, Sonnets from the Cherokee, The Hunter's Wooing, If You Knew, and Trail of Tears, were not mere verses on paper but lyrical reflections of her Cherokee lineage and the indomitable spirit of her people. The literary world took note of her talent, as the Mount Holyoke Monthly published 3 of her poems and 2 short stories. One of her stories, a piece titled The Serpent, graced the pages of the magazine in 1925, leaving an enduring mark on its readers. Her poetic prowess also found a home in the University of Oklahoma magazine, where her verses were celebrated in 1922. Her literary contributions would go on to become an integral part of her legacy, a reflection of her ability to bridge cultures and generations through her artistry and intellect. Surprisingly, Mount Holyoke was special for Ruth Muskrat for a lot of reasons. Her experience was enriched by a unique bond she shared with her English professor, Miss Snell. This remarkable instructor, a former Lion herself with advanced degrees from Yale and the University of Michigan, embodied the kind of accomplished faculty that President Mary Woolley sought for the college. When Ada Snell retired in 1938, her legacy lingered on. She was renowned for her ability to kindle students' passion for poetry, a subject that already held a special place in Bronson's heart. What set Miss Snell apart was her approach to teaching. Instead of urging Bronson to forsake her Cherokee heritage, as other educators had done in the past, Snell encouraged her to embrace and celebrate her cultural roots in her writing assignments. Even Bronson's friend Harriet Stoddard observed the transformative effect of Miss Snell's mentorship. In a letter home in January 1924, she wrote, "She, Miss Snell, has succeeded in working Ruth Muskrat into Indian tunes and images. Fancy that. Making an Indian right natural instead of a la Tennyson. Well, Miss Snell's guidance was instrumental in helping Bronson find her unique voice, one that seamlessly wove together her Cherokee heritage and her love for poetry, forever shaping her literary identity. 2 years later, in 1925, with a host of memories and experiences, Ruth Muskrat proudly walked across the stage to accept her Bachelor of Arts degree in English. Her graduation marked not just the culmination of years of dedicated study, but also the realization of a dream that many of her peers from similar backgrounds could only hope to aspire to. Her journey from a Native American reservation to the hallowed halls of a prestigious college was a testament to her unwavering determination and the transformative power of education. Career milestones. Following her graduation from Mount Holyoke College, Ruth Muskrat began her teaching career at the Haskell Institute. Her journey in the education sector began as an 8th grade teacher, where her warmth, sense of humor, and unwavering commitment to sharing Native American culture left an indelible mark on her students. Her classroom wasn't just a place of learning, it was a space where young minds were encouraged to embrace their heritage. Ruth's words resonated with her students as she constantly reminded them, "Indians are people too, don't forget that." This simple yet powerful phrase encapsulated her mission: to instill a sense of pride in her students, ensuring they never lost sight of their identity and the rich cultural tapestry they carried with them. From her earliest days at the Haskell Institute, Ruth Muskrat Bronson was driven by a profound goal: to ensure that another Native American would have the opportunity to receive the same exceptional education she had experienced at Mount Holyoke College. Her determination was vividly expressed in her words from 1926. "I'm going to bend all the energy I have to send another Indian girl to Mount Holyoke, and I shall never be satisfied until some other girl of my people can have the same great experience that was mine when I went there." Bronson's commitment to this vision was unwavering, and she didn't have to wait long to witness it become a reality. Her legacy was not only one of personal achievement, but also of opening doors and paving paths for others, ensuring that the transformative power of education extended to future generations of Native American girls. Ruth Muskrat. Bronson's determination to provide the same educational opportunities she had enjoyed at Mount Holyoke College bore fruit in less than 2 years. Verna Norrie, hailing from the Laguna Pueblo and a member of the class of 1932, made her way to the college. During her time at Mount Holyoke, Norrie not only excelled academically, but also represented both the college and Native Americans at 3 international conferences, embodying the spirit of empowerment that Bronson had instilled. After graduation, Verna Norrie assumed the presidency of the Government Day School for Indians in New Mexico, where she continued to uplift Native American youth through education. Bronson's influence extended further when Evelyn Yellow Robe, class of 1942, reportedly received a scholarship from the Bureau of Indian Affairs, while Bronson was overseeing the program. Following her Mount Holyoke education, Yellow Robe briefly served as a speech instructor at the college before embarking on a remarkable journey in the field of speech pathology. She earned both a master's and a doctorate in speech pathology from Northwestern University, taught at Vassar College, and gained international recognition in her field. Evelyn Yellow. Robe's journey, like Verna Norrie's, was a testament to the lasting impact of Ruth Muskrat Bronson's dedication to advancing the education and opportunities of Native Americans. In recognition of her exceptional contributions to education, she was awarded the Henry Morgenthau Prize in 1926, an accolade that celebrated her outstanding use of her college education during her first year after graduation. She had not only become a beacon of inspiration, but also a living testament to the transformative power of education and cultural pride. During the 1920s, Ruth Muskrat Bronson emerged as a passionate advocate for a distinctive vision of Native American education. Her advocacy rejected the prevailing assimilationist approach and instead championed an educational framework that prioritized the preservation of the richness within Native cultures. In her eyes, the essence of Native identity and heritage deserved to be cherished and protected. One powerful expression of her advocacy was found in her 1925 short story titled "The Serpent." This literary work boldly challenged the federal policies of the allotment period, a time when native lands were being divided and distributed. Through her writing, Bronson illuminated the injustices and complexities of this era, offering a voice to those who had long been marginalized and silenced. Her literary activism became a poignant means of speaking truth to power, advocating for a more inclusive and respectful approach to Native American education and heritage preservation. In 1931, a pivotal moment unfolded in Ruth Muskrat Bronson's career when the Bureau of Indian Affairs, BIA, established a groundbreaking program aimed at enhancing educational opportunities for Native Americans. Bronson was appointed as the inaugural Guidance and Placement Officer of the BIA, entrusted with the vital mission of assisting Native American graduates in securing meaningful employment. Her dedication and impact didn't go in vain. In 1937, she received the esteemed Indian Achievement Medal from the Indian Council Fire, a recognition that celebrated her remarkable contributions to the Native American community. Notably, She became only the second woman to be honored with this award since its inception, a testament to her pioneering spirit and unwavering commitment. It's worth noting that her excellence had already earned her a nomination for the same award in its inaugural year in 1933. Bronson's role at the BIA was multifaceted. She oversaw the distribution of government loans and scholarships for students while actively assisting them in their job searches. Her tireless dedication to fostering opportunities and uplifting Native American youth continued until her tenure at the BIA concluded in 1943. In 1945, Ruth Muskrat Bronson began her advocacy journey by joining forces with the recently established National Congress of American Indians, NCAI. It wasn't long before her unflinching commitment and leadership qualities propelled her into a pivotal role within the organization. She assumed the position of executive secretary, a role that would define the next decade of her life. As executive secretary, Bronson played a crucial role in monitoring legislative matters, ensuring that the NCAI remained at the forefront of important issues. She also took the initiative to establish the NCAI's Legislative News Service, facilitating timely communication and information dissemination. Throughout this period, she crisscrossed the nation, addressing tribal meetings far and wide, tirelessly promoting the progress of Native Americans. Bronson fearlessly advocated on a range of issues, from asserting native water rights along the Colorado River to championing the rights of Indigenous peoples in the territory of Alaska. Her advocacy extended to the critical cause of securing quality medical care for American Indians. After a decade of dedicated service as executive secretary in 1955, Bronson's leadership journey took another turn as she was elected as the treasurer of the NCAI. However, this was a difficult time for Ruth Muskrat's career. She didn't like the way politics worked. Therefore, she gave up soon. She was extremely disheartened by the contentious nature of national politics, which compelled her to shift her focus toward finding more direct ways to collaborate with and empower local communities. In 1957, Ruth Muskrat Bronson relocated to Arizona, where she took on the role of a health education specialist at the San Carlos Apache Indian Reservation. Here, she became an integral part of the Indian Health Service, operating under the Department of Health and Human Services. Her mission was clear: to improve the health and well-being of the San Carlos Apache community through education and advocacy. Simultaneously, during this period, she assumed the role of vice president at the philanthropic Arrow organization. Within this capacity, Bronson managed the organization's vital education loan and scholarship fund, providing much-needed support to aspiring Native American students. Her advisory role also extended to helping tribes navigate the intricacies of community development. In recognition of her exceptional contributions, 1962 saw Ruth Muskrat Bronson honored with the Oveta Culp Hobby Service Award from the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare. This prestigious award celebrated her tireless dedication to serving Native Americans and marked a fitting conclusion to her career in government service. After decades of unwavering commitment to the betterment of Native American communities, Bronson retired, leaving behind a legacy of advocacy and empowerment that continues to inspire today. Ruth Muskrat. Bronson's journey continued as she relocated to Tucson, Arizona in pursuit of her advocacy mission. In 1963, she assumed the role of National Program Chairman for the American Indian section of the Community Development Foundation, an organization operating under the auspices of the Save the Children Federation. Her commitment to empowering Native American communities remained steadfast. In 1972, Ruth Muskrat Bronson experienced a stroke that impacted her health. Despite this health setback, her activism and advocacy for Native Americans persisted. showcasing her resilience and unwavering commitment to her cause. Even a stroke couldn't dim Bronson's activism. While her pace may have slowed, her determination remained unyielding. She continued to advocate for Native Americans, emphasizing their right to determine their own development and leadership programs. Her resilience in the face of adversity was a testament to her unwavering dedication to the cause. In 1978, Ruth Muskrat Bronson's outstanding contributions were once again acknowledged, as she was honored among the recipients of the National Indian Child Conference's Merit Award. This recognition celebrated her enduring commitment to enhancing the quality of life for Native American children, a cause that remained close to her heart. Bronson's impact extended beyond her advocacy work. She challenged gender norms within the Cherokee Nation, daring to dress in a manner that felt right to her and allowed her access to places she needed to be. Her trailblazing spirit not only redefined expectations, but also paved the way for future generations of Indigenous women to assert their identities and make their voices heard. Relationship. One cannot help but wonder what her love life looked like. Did the busy activist ever find time for love and relationships, or did she commit herself to serve the Native Americans and their rights? Luckily, Ruth Muskrat met John Franklin, who was a mechanical engineer by profession. They soon fell in love. In 1928, Ruth Muskrat embarked on a new chapter in her life and got married. Despite her career commitments, her marriage was a success. Ruth Muskrat and John committed themselves to build their family. Their commitment to family extended beyond the conventional boundaries of blood ties. In a heartwarming gesture, they opened their hearts and their home to a 2-year-old American Indian girl, offering her the love and care that would shape her future. This act of adoption not only reflected the Bronsons' deep compassion, but also underscored their dedication to the welfare of Native American children, a cause Ruth would champion throughout her life. Ruth was also very particular about leading a balanced life, perfectly managing her relationships and career. She even went on a brief hiatus to spend some quality time with her daughter and focus on raising her. During her brief hiatus from the workforce to focus on raising her daughter, Ruth Muskrat Bronson didn't let her advocacy spirit wane. Instead, she turned her attention to writing and publishing, channeling her passion into literary endeavors that would leave a lasting impact. Furthermore, her commitment to addressing the unique challenges faced by Indigenous peoples extended beyond borders, as evidenced by her work, Shall We Repeat Indian History in Alaska, 1947, which grappled with the complexities of Indigenous experiences in Alaska. Even during her hiatus from the workforce, Bronson's words continued to advocate for justice, equality, and the preservation of Native American heritage, ensuring that her impact remained profound and far-reaching. Death and legacy. On June 12, 1982, the world bid farewell to a true champion of justice and equality as Ruth Muskrat Bronson passed away in Tucson, Arizona. Her indomitable spirit and unwavering commitment to the causes she held dear left an indelible mark on the landscape of Native American advocacy. Her final resting place is at Riverside Cemetery in Waterbury, Connecticut, a testament to her enduring legacy and the profound impact she had on the lives of countless individuals and communities. While Ruth may have physically departed, her kind soul and the ripple effect of her advocacy continue to inspire her and uplift those who carry on the important work she began. Impact and relevance in today's world. Ruth Muskrat Bronson's impact on today's woman is nothing short of inspirational. Her life's work, which spanned the early 20th century, continues to resonate and empower women from all walks of life in the 21st century. Bronson's unwavering commitment to education and advocacy serves as a beacon of determination for women today. Her journey from the Delaware Nation Reservation to the hallowed halls of Mount Holyoke College and subsequently to roles of national prominence showcases the transformative power of education and resilience. Her message to her students, "Indians are people too, don't forget that," reminds us all of the importance of cultural identity and pride. Her dedication to preserving Native American heritage while advocating for equal rights and opportunities is a testament to the significance of embracing one's roots while pursuing change on a broader scale. In a world that continues to grapple with issues of cultural diversity and identity, Bronson's legacy provides a blueprint for embracing heritage while striving for inclusivity and progress. Furthermore, her trailblazing role in various organizations and her ability to rise to leadership positions underscore the importance of women's voices in shaping policies and institutions. As the first executive secretary of the National Congress of American Indians and later as treasurer, Bronson demonstrated the transformative impact women can have in positions of influence. Bronson's tireless efforts to secure quality education for Native Americans and her commitment to empowering future generations of women remind us that the pursuit of education and advocacy is a lifelong endeavor. Today's women, drawing inspiration from her journey, continue to push boundaries, advocate for equality, and strive to make a lasting impact on their communities and the world at large. In a world where challenges persist, Ruth Muskrat. Bronson's legacy serves as a testament to the enduring power of education, advocacy, and the unwavering spirit of women determined to create positive change. Her life's work continues to inspire women today to embrace their unique journeys, uphold their cultural heritage, and work tirelessly for a better, more inclusive future. Here comes an end to Ruth Muskrat's journey. Her life story and incredible efforts are an embodiment of women empowerment. She was a real feminist of her time who progressed and made efforts to lead the women of her time to unite and effort for their due rights. Her story resonates with many feminists and women empowerment enthusiasts today. What do you think about Ruth Muskrat and her life? Do you think she is underrepresented and needs more recognition in historical records? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. On that note, we are wrapping up today's video. If you enjoyed today's journey back in time, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family who would enjoy this fascinating story of Ruth Muskrat. Hit the subscribe button to keep an eye on our exciting content. We will see you soon with another video.